Hello everyone. On behalf of AYUSH Center of Excellence, Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, Department of Health Sciences, Savitribai Phule Pune University, I am doing this video for the demonstration of Cytoscape to create network. We already have done the database mining and we have collected the data. We are now going to show how to create a network out of that data and analyze that accordingly. So first of all, I would like to show you a demo data that would go in Cytoscape database or Cytoscape software. Cytoscape software is a software which visualizes the nodes which is connected through the edges. Here I am showing you the folder of workshop material. Under workshop material, we have subfolder network construction. Under that, we have demo data for network construction. We have used the demo for Trikatu. That is one of the formulation in Ayurveda. There are different files, different folders. What we are going to use is Cytoscape files. Cytoscape is a software which actually creates a network depending upon the Excel sheets which we provide. So basically, when we create a network of formulation through botanical, through bioactive, through target, up to disease or pathway, we have to give separate Excel sheets for each network. For example, here I have created 4 different files. One is formulation botanical, another is botanical bioactive, then bioactive target, then target and disease. I'm going to show you how I have created each Excel sheet. While creating an Excel sheet, we need to make sure that we are giving 2 stuffs at a time. For example, in this particular Excel sheet, I have formulation at left side and botanicals on the right hand side. Trikatu contains 3 different botanicals: Gingiber officinale, Piper longum, and Piper nigrum. So I have created 3 different combinations of Trikatu with each botanical. Therefore, in my network, there will be a single node called Trikatu, which will be connected with 3 different nodes of botanicals. Furthermore, the attribute is very important. That is, in this case, attribute of botanical. This attribute will be helpful to filter your data. Basically, attribute is nothing but the criteria with which we are going to filter the data, or with which we are going to filter the nodes. Therefore, I have given the attribute of botanical to the botanicals. Similarly, let me show you another data, that is botanical bioactive data. I have different botanicals, and each botanical I might be having different phytoconstituents or bioactives. In this case, I have considered the PubChem IDs of the bioactives. These particular bioactives are attributed with the short form, that is BA, that is bioactive, so that we can filter all the bioactives with this particular attribute. Similarly, such data we can create, such Excel sheets we can create separately for Cytoscape. We have created same data for bioactive target. Also, we have created same data for target disease. Now, let's go to the Cytoscape. This is the user interface of Cytoscape software, wherein we input different networks and merge those networks together. Let's see how to incorporate each Excel sheet to create separate networks in Cytoscape. There is an option here that is import network from file system. So let's import. I'm going to find my network or file location. Here in workshop material, I have network construction, demo data for network construction, Trika2, Cytoscape files. So first file which I'm going to take is that of formulation botanical. I'm going to select that and click open. Once I click open, I'll be getting three different columns as I have mentioned in my Excel sheet. In this case, there are three different options that should be given to each column. For example, for formulation, we need to give some particular option. For botanical, we need to give some particular option, and for the botanical attribute, we need to give some particular options. What are these options? These are nothing but here in this drop down menu. We click drop down menu. In this case, we will find that there are different options. Options of node type and options of attribute type. First of all, that is not imported. That means if you don't want to import any particular column into the Cytoscape, that should not be incorporated into the particular software. Next, source node. That is, if we want to show that this particular Trika2 is nothing but the source from which these particular nodes are coming out, that means that is nothing but your source node, and that's what we want to show here. So we are going to select source node here. Next, in this case, if Trika2 is a source node, then there should be something to which this Trika2 goes off. That means if Trika2 is remaining in the center, then what are the appendages or what are the target nodes of this particular source node? Those are these botanicals. So further option is interaction type, whether you want to show the interaction through these botanicals or whether you want to show the target nodes. So in this case, target nodes, because our Trika2 is nothing but our source node. Mind you that this target is nothing to do with our targets. Our targets are nothing but the pharmacological targets. These are for, in a software way, in a software wordings, these are the targets of the source node. So we are selecting target node. Furthermore, if we have selected, we have given the option of target node to these botanicals, then these attributes are nothing but those of botanicals. Therefore, these are nothing but the attributes of targets. Therefore, we are selecting out of these three, we are selecting target node attribute. There are three options: age attribute, source node attribute, and target node attribute. We have given botanicals as a target, that's why we are selecting target node attribute. Saying okay. So this is your first network. Let me minimize this by rolling down the mouse roller. Let me show you how this particular network would look like. Here, Trika2 is your source node, and these three botanicals are your target nodes. That is Gingiber officinale, Piper nigrum, and Piper longum. This is how one network or one file looks like. To make it more clearer, I'm going to rename this. That is first formulation botanical. I'm saying okay. Similarly, we can incorporate more files into this particular cytoscape. So I am just going to run through import network. Second, say okay. Again, botanical in this case is source node. Bioactives or PCIDs are nothing but your target nodes, and bioactive attributes are nothing but those of your target node attribute. I'm saying okay. Again, we launched the second network here. So there are three different botanicals. Which has got different bioactives here. I'm just dragging them outside to show you how this would look like. Next, I'm going to rename this. That is botanical bioactive, saying okay. Next network, that is bioactive target. Your source node is bioactive, your target node is targets. Again, target net attribute is nothing but your of targets. Saying okay. Again, obviously, different phytoconstituents or different opchem IDs would have different targets. For example, this particular bioactive has these many targets. I'm going to rename it. Saying bioactive target. Next, that is target disease. I know that you have collected data from DiseGenNet database. You need to figure out which particular disease you have to focus on. And accordingly, you can create this particular Excel sheet by putting your genes on the left hand side, disease IDs, and if you want to give some disease attribute to these disease IDs, that can be given in disease attribute. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to give source node option to genes. I'm going to give target node option to diseases, and obviously attribute, that is of target node attribute. Okay. have again created. I'm going to rename for target disease, saying okay. In this way, I have created 4 different networks: 1, 2, 3, and 4. But we need to show all these networks in a single network. How to do that? Let's go to tools, say merge the networks. So there are 3 different options of merging. One is whether you want to merge it by giving the option of union. That means all the nodes will come together and the duplicate nodes will be removed and will be shown as a single entity or single node in the merged network. Another one is intersection, whether you want to show only common nodes. If you want to show the common nodes, then you can use intersection. If you want to show the nodes which are not common, that also can be done. But now in this case, we want to do the union of all the available networks. So I'm clicking union. I'm clicking on the available network, and that has to be taken forward into the networks to merge. I'm saying yes, next one, yes, next one, yes, next one, yes. I'm going to merge all these networks together. And this is nothing but our merged network. I know this is a bit clumsy. That's why we gave the attributes separately. So first of all, let me figure out. Let me just put this particular network in a sorted manner. So let me give some layouts for these particular nodes. I'm going to lay out the simple layout which is there, that is degree sorted circle layout. So that I'm going to give. This is how the degree sorted circle layout looks like. Now let me find out where is my central node, that is trigger 2. I'm going to search here trigger 2, enter. Yes, it searched for my trigger 2 node. It's here. I'm just putting it aside. Now I'm going to show you how to filter nodes or how to filter the nodes and give them a particular color or particular shape. So there are different options on the left side, that is network, style, filter, and annotation. First of all, before giving it a particular style, we will be going to we are going to filter those. So there are different types of filters. I'm clicking the new filter. That is, there are 3 different options: column filter, degree filter, and topology filter. We gave the attribute in Excel sheet columns. That's why we need to apply here the column filter. I'll come to degree filter and topology filter later. So let's go and check what is column filter is. I'm selecting column filter. Then I need to choose the column depending upon the attribute. First, we have selected this trigger 2, that is nothing but your formulation, and trigger 2 is connected with 3 different botanicals to which we gave the attribute of botanicals. So in the drop down menu, let's find it out where is the botanical attribute. That is your second option here, node botanical attribute. Let me select that. Can you see 3 different botanicals got selected? Yes. So I'm just dragging them here. Again, I'm going to create layout, that is degree sorted circle layout. Now in this case, I need to give this particular layout to selected nodes only. That means the selected 3 botanicals. So those will come in the circle. Obviously those are 3, that's why those are looking in a triangle. So I'm just putting them aside, putting them along with trigger 2. Next, I'm going to give another attribute, that is after bioactive we have, after botanicals we have bioactives. So let me figure it out. Where is, yes, node bioactive attribute. So these are the bioactives. Again, I'm going to create layout of those, that is degree sorted circle layout, selected nodes. I'm going to put this in the periphery of the botanicals. Next, I'm going to select, after bioactive, I'm going to select the targets, that is node target attribute. Have selected, and the targets of these bioactives got selected. Again, I'm going to select layout, selected nodes only. Have created. So I have the layout of degree sorted circle layout. Now I'm going to select final, that is disease attribute, and all the diseases got selected. Again, giving the layout, selected nodes only, that can go alongside here. But the size of the disease nodes or the layout of disease nodes is as similar as that of target nodes. So in this case, to expand the size of the disease nodes, there are different options. So that can be found under option layout. You can select layout tools here, then one window will come up down here. So your disease attribute nodes are already selected, and I'm just going to increase the scale of this particular circle of disease nodes. Just drag this. If you drag slowly, the size or the scale of the disease nodes will increase. Also, there is another option, that is to rotate. If you want to rotate this particular circle, that also can be done as per your choice. Another interesting option, that is if you are only selecting width, then this scale will be increasing only along with the scale, along with the width. If you are selecting only height, then this particular scale will be increasing alongside the height. That's how this layout tools works. So let me deselect this so that it will go off. So we have created a layout which would be easily understandable. But now we can give different colors or different shapes to different nodes. So let's select botanical attribute. If I want to give a particular color or particular shape to this particular nodes, that also can be done. For that, I need to go to the option style. I'm going to fill colors. There are different colors here. Let me give a particular color, that is green, to the botanical nodes. I have given. If I want to give a particular shape, that also can be done. I am giving the hexagon and I am applying. If you want few more options here, like height, width, those also can be incorporated here by using this option properties. Click a drop down menu here, and if you want to change the size, click height. The height will come here. There is no width here, that also can be imported here. Go to size, width. So I'm creating height here, let's say 50. The height of those got increased. And if I want to create or increase the width, that also can be done. I'm randomly giving 100, saying okay. So that I'm just deselecting these nodes by clicking outside. This is how the 3 nodes of botanicals got its color, also the shape which we wanted. Similarly, you can give different colors to different nodes by filtering them. Just for example, I'm going to select the target nodes here by selecting node target attribute, and I'm going to go to style, then fill colors. I'm selecting red color for targets, saying okay, changing the shape to ellipse, applying it. If I want height as 100 and width also as 100, that can be done. Again, these are bit overlapping to each other. Therefore, I'm going to go layout tools and increase the scale. So this is how the network is looking like. Similarly, you can actually play on this network with different colors and shapes. You can use particular attribute and you can give different colors and shape to different nodes. That can be shown in the legend. For example, here I'm showing target nodes in red ellipse. So I'll be showing legend of target nodes as ellipse. There are different types of filters. For example, if I want to interpret the data, I can use different filters here. I have column filter, I have degree filter and topology filter. The important one was column filter, which we used. The degree filter is nothing but something which actually gives the number of nodes connected to particular nodes. For example, we have already filtered these nodes by giving attribute, that is target attribute. That's why the targets are got selected. Also, if we are giving some degree, then we need to understand what is in and what is out. Initially, we gave few nodes as source nodes, we gave few nodes as target nodes. For target nodes, in this case, the in nodes are bioactives and the out nodes are diseases. So let's find it out that how many targets are associated with particular bioactive. If I want to see or filter the data as per the bioactives, then these are the in nodes of the target nodes. Then I'm going to select in nodes. The Boolean operator is yes, and I'm going to just drag this, that between 5 to 10 bioactives targets these two targets. 5 to 10 bioactives would target these two targets. That's how you can actually figure it out which particular bioactive has got maximum targets. This can be done by filtering target nodes. Also, you can do this particular stuff by filtering bioactive nodes as well. This is how you can do the node degree analysis, so that you can show a particular bioactive has got maximum targets or particular botanical has got maximum bioactives, similarly depending upon your objectives. Another filter, that is topology filter. This also shows the neighborhood of the targets that you can also explore in particular network. I'm just deselecting all the filters, and finally there is an option of annotation. This is something which you can put a clumps of the particular nodes and give the annotation by giving a particular shape around that and label that particular annotation as per your requirement. That also can be done. Now, if let's say you are ready with your particular network, how to export that? You can export that particular network by selecting file, export network to image. But we need to make sure that if you want this much, that is in this case tentatively 3x4 network, then only you can export it. If you want it in square, that also can be done. Let's drag this and bring this window near to this particular network. So whatever is there in this section will be exported as image of network. So I'm just clicking file, exporting network to image. So different options with different file formats. Also the folder where you want to put this particular network. And obviously image size with different resolutions. saying okay. So this particular network got exported. Let me show you. This is how your network would look like with different edges and different nodes. This can be used for your publication. There are different options in Cytoscape file. I have just showed you which would be feasible to create your particular network. You can go ahead and explore all the options under File, Edit, View, Select, different layouts, followed by different tools which has been given. Also, this particular Cytoscape network is connected with different apps that also can be explored. These apps are nothing but are the apps of different databases. So those can also be incorporated in Cytoscape. So you can go ahead and explore this particular network Cytoscape software. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'll be happy to take your questions on social media. On behalf of AYUSH Center of Excellence, I thank all of you. Thank you very much.